Hello all and welcome to session 14 of Direct Tax 2 fourth semester paper of Mangalore University. In this particular session, we are going to learn about the concept of additional depreciation. We have already seen what do you mean by depreciation, what are the conditions, what is the income tax rule as far as section 32 is concerned, the rates of depreciation on various blocks of assets, and we have also learned as to how to calculate depreciation. In this session, we will look at a very interesting concept called additional depreciation. Now, what is this additional depreciation? On what asset is it applicable? What are the rates applicable? Then is there any incentives for starting of such businesses in some backward states of a few states in India? What are the income tax rules relating to this? Now, what are the conditions that the SSC has to fulfill to claim additional depreciation? SSC is engaged in production and manufacturing of an article or a thing. So business is more of manufacturing business. Business is more so a production business, nothing to do with trading business. During the previous year, SSC acquired new plant and machinery. I stress on the word new, not second hand, not pre-owned. It is basically new plant and machinery. So additional depreciation concept is applicable only on one asset, that is plant and machinery. And that plant and machinery should have been purchased by businesses which are engaged in either production or manufacture of an article or a thing. So new plant and machinery is eligible for additional depreciation. Now, what is the rate? We have seen the block rate, the general rate of plant and machinery is 15%. But additional depreciation rate is 20% of the cost of asset. 20% of the cost of asset if it is used for 180 days or more in the previous year. And it will be exactly half of 20, that is 10%, if it is used for less than 180 days in the previous year. Now, if the new asset was acquired during last year and used for less than 180 days, then we are aware additional depreciation of 10% will be charged, and 10% will remain uncharged because it was used for less than 180 days. But now the benefit is given to the SSC that 10% which could not be charged last year because it was used for less than 180 days can be claimed as deduction in the second year, that is in the subsequent year. So if I purchase a new plant and machinery during the year, and if I use it for say 180 days, 185 days, 200 or 250 days or full year, I can claim entire 20% depreciation. But if the same new plant and machinery is purchased during the year, and if it is used for less than 180 days in the current previous year, then only 10% additional depreciation will be available along with the normal rate, and the remaining 10% which could not be covered because it was used for less than 180 days in the previous year can be claimed as deduction in the subsequent year, that is in the second year. Now, there is some incentive for new plant and machinery purchased by a manufacturing undertaking which is set up on or after 1st of April 15 in notified backward areas in states of Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana or West Bengal. The additional depreciation rate for such businesses, such plant and machinery, new plant and machinery purchase is 35%. That is if it is used for 180 days or more in the previous year, or half of that, that is 17.5% if it is used for less than 180 days. Rule remains same, 17.5% if used for less than 180 days in the current previous year, and the remaining 17.5% can be claimed as depreciation in the subsequent year for units which have bought assets and the businesses are operating in notified backward area in states of Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana and or West Bengal. Now, what are the conditions to grant additional depreciation. First, additional plant and machinery must be purchased and put to use in business after 31st March 2005. So the new plant and machinery must be purchased and put to use after 31st March 2005. This benefit is not available for assets or plant and machinery purchased before this particular date. New plant and machinery should not be installed in any office premises or any residential accommodation, including guest houses. Now we need to understand plant and machinery used in factory. So plant and machinery used in factory may be basic plant and machinery, it can be computers also. But if the same assets are used in guest house, in residential accommodation, though it is a new plant and machinery, additional depreciation is not available. Additional depreciation will be available only if such new plant and machinery is used in the factory and it is used for production. So new plant and machinery does not include office appliances and vehicles. So these are three very, very important conditions on fulfillment of which additional depreciation will become applicable. So the new plant and machinery must be purchased and put to use in business after 31st March 2005. New plant and machinery should not be installed in office, should not be installed in residential accommodation, including guest houses. New plant and machinery does not include office appliances and vehicles, meaning to say such new plant and machinery must be used only in the factory, and this new plant and machinery must assist in the production or manufacture of an article or a thing. Thank you.